A beautiful summer night in Southern California from Dodger Stadium. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game interleague series between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Kenta Maeda will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy.
Ready now, Eric Sogard. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Toronto, the second baseman, Eric Sogard.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a cold strike about thigh high, 0-1. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Nope. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Now the 1-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Peterson is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Dero, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Yeah, Matty, this lineup has just gone cold. It happens from time to in order.
Stepping up to the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And he's a strong candidate for Rookie of the Year honors. If he can avoid a collapse here in the final months, it's been a great first campaign in the big leagues for him so far. First offering on its way. A ball and no strikes. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Dan, Rusty Valentine behind the dish tonight. He is north-south without question, letters to knees.
Well, I tell you what, he really favors a power pitcher. If you can consistently pitch at about the chest level and above, he'll call that high strike zone. I think he's a very friendly pitcher's umpire.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Outside, 3-0 now.
I'd be shocked if this wasn't a 4-pitch walk right here. He doesn't want to mess around and leave something over the heart of the plate and get beat in this situation.
And he lays off here, ball 4, and he'll become the game's first base runner here with 1 away.
And that's the beauty of having a guy in the 2-hole like him.
So a runner on first with 1 out now, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back safely. Here comes the first pitch. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Throw over to first. Runner back safely. Guerrero leads off first with 1 away. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Might have been looking to find that outside corner, but he couldn't quite get it there. It's 1-2.
0-2 pitch, not even close to the zone, and a fastball might be an indication that he's going to start using some of his secondary pitches.
Takes this the other way to right. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Justin Smoke. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Nope.
And he misses with it. 1-1. First and second now. 1 man out. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
The 2-1 on its way, and it's fouled away. Swinging a hard hit ball down the line in right. And this is going to wind up as extra bases as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second. And they'll hold that runner at third as everybody moves up a base and they're loaded with 1 away.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Row, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he pours this one in at the letters. 0-1. Previous head-to-head matchups with Kenta Maeda. Just a couple of matchups. No hits in 2 at-bats. And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. In there at the letters. 1 and 2 now.
1 and 2.
Hey, he's not going to get away with that all day. He's got to find a way to get on top of that ball and bury it.
Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Here now the 2-2. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one. So he promptly unloads the bases with that one. Number 23 for him thus far as they move on top 4-0.
Well, it seems like only a couple of minutes ago that we were ready for a hard-fought game. But things have taken a dramatic turn here early. They jumped all over this guy, including that grand slam. And they might not be done yet.
At the plate, Freddie Galvis, as we run you the numbers to see the splits between July and August. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. At the knees, strike 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one. And this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
4 runs here in this half inning. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Blue Jays shortstop with a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
Brandon Drury will bat next, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
2 out, nobody on. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
This offense is absolutely feasting on these count leverage situations. If he's going to have any chance of feeling good about his effort tonight, this pitcher has got to get back in the strike zone.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Strike taken as that one catches the outer part of the plate. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on balls.
We knew coming into this game that this guy has a tendency to give up a lot of free passes, and history repeats itself as he's already given up 2 walks here. I'll tell you, effectively wild is a pretty tough thing to be.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in Danny Jansen. First pitch on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. Hernandez giving chase. And he makes the catch in the corner. But one more look here at the big blow in the inning for the Jays. A grand slam home run. Home half of the first coming up at Dodger Stadium. Jays out in front here, 4-zip. Marcus Stroman, a right-hander from the Empire State, gets the starting assignment here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Now playing left field, number 38. Socrates.
In now, Kike Hernandez. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Leading off for the Dodgers, the right fielder, Kike Hernandez.
First pitch of the at-bat. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, guys, yesterday's loss was a tough one. A 1-run loss. Hopefully they were able to just acclimate themselves to the city, get a chance to hit the streets, maybe regroup a little bit, and show up today ready to go.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Don't quite know where that one missed, but it's not for me to decide. 3-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball.
You can tell his eyes lit up at the plate right there. He was not able to control his emotions, stay up the middle, and keep that one fair.
Ripped on the ground to first. Smoke. Gloves it. He'll take it to the bag himself, and the leadoff man is gone here to start the home first. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, I know they're just waiting for Jock Peterson to come alive. He had only 2 home runs last month, which is not good for a guy that hits in the middle of the order. They're going to need a lot more production and a lot more power from him moving forward. They expect it, and so do I.
So striding forward now, Chris Taylor. Couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. Here's the first pitch to him. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
1-1 the count now. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Wow, not sure what that was, but talking about having your mind made up, you're going to swing before the pitcher even throws a pitch. I don't know how you swing at that pitch.
And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
Here's Corey Seager. A ball and no strikes. Head-to-head history with Marcus Stroman. He's hitless in 3 at-bats. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Good cut fastball in there. 1-1. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2. Popped him up. Jansen waits on it, and that retires the side. Dodgers down in order. They're down 4-0. So here now is the pitcher, Marcus Stroman. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Off the plate.
It's great to be able to face a pitcher to lead off the inning and get yourself a quick out. But now you find yourself down 2-0, and he's licking his chops for a fastball.
The 2-0. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. And a pretty good take there on the slider down. It's ball 3. Eric Sogard will be next. The 3-1. Grounded to first. Bellinger brings it in, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and the leadoff man set down to start the second.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. The guy I want to spot shadow today is Cody Bellinger. Versatility is his game. The bat plays no matter where he hits in a lineup, but a guy who can play Gold Glove first base and move to the outfield.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in utility man extraordinaire Eric Sogard. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Grounded sharply, but right at that loaded side of the infield. And that's the second out.
Now batting, number 27.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Seager from shallow center. Off balance throw, but he couldn't get enough on it, so it'll be scored as an infield single.
The left fielder.
So frustrating, Giro. You make a good pitch and you get these guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
Socrates Brito, the next to bat. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, but a little unlucky there as it's hit right to him in right field for the final out of the inning. And next will be the Dodgers cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. And they've got some work to do early on, down 4-0 already.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2.
You can clearly see that the hitter didn't like that strike call, and his manager, he didn't like it either, as he's giving the umpire an earful from that dugout.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. And there's the first out.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Toronto Blue Jays today. And, guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
So the base is empty here with one away. And in steps a former World Series hero, the outfielder Jock Peterson. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Right there for strike one.
Oh, that's for sure going to be a pitch he wants back. You're not going to get many balls right in the wheelhouse from a top-level arm like this.
Bases are empty, one man out. Count is even at 1-1 to Peterson. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And that one is gone. A solo home run there for Jock Peterson, number 22 on the year. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
In now, Justin Turner. As he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first. Smoke is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
Batting 7, the catcher, Austin Barnes.
That'll bring in Austin Barnes. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. The pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, but it misses by a few inches or so. It's ball one. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball.
Oh, that's frustrating right there. He was right on that fastball, took it deep, just couldn't keep it fair. How many times have you seen it? There's a good chance he's punching out right here.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled away. Fouled off. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away, as that just about got him.
Well, what do you do when guys keep fouling pitches off like this? I guess you could back them off the plate by throwing one inside.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. In and got him. Ouch, bang.
Wow, he's not even being subtle about it. He almost hits him with the previous pitch, and then he actually does it with the next one. Going to be interesting to see if they seek revenge at some point.
So stepping in, Daniel Castro. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. First pitch coming. Here it is. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit.
He's been called. Batting average fell below 230, but that knock might have put him in a positive frame of mind. Hopefully that's the start of something big right now.
Maeda.
Stepping in now, Kenta Maeda, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Dodgers pitcher trying to deal with a 1-2 count at the plate.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Barnes on second, Castro on at first with 2 down. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Dodgers claw back a bit on the solo home run. We've played 2. It's now a 4-1 game. Here's Justin Smoke now. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball well outside. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Now batting, the center fielder.
So one away in the Toronto third. And the big right-handed bat of Randal Grichuk saunters into the batter's box next.
Hey, there haven't been a lot of runs scored in this one, but with one swing of the bat, he was able to drive in 4 in his last one. That was a huge grand slam that he hit.
Grichuk is undoubtedly one of the best hitters in baseball, especially against right-handed pitching. He tends to hit for both power and average, so he's certainly a big threat in matchups like these.
Yeah, you could tell he is just super confident against right-handed guys. You know, sometimes it's coincidence. Sometimes it's you don't see many lefties, Matty. But bottom line is 75% of the time there's a right-hander on the mound, and this guy finds barrel consistently.
3-0 to him now. 4-1's our score here in inning number 3. That one's in there. 3-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
And he fouls this one off. The 3-2 pitch. There's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Freddie Galvis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that misses for ball 1. Outside part of the plate, the changeup is in there.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
Just beat the throw to second. He's in there. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second.
And this is what happens when a power hitter is at the plate. You don't want to give them anything in the zone, and sometimes that leads to those tough-to-handle wild pitches. There's a chance they just put him on first now to avoid him doing any real damage.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
The 3-1 pitch. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
Now the 3-2 pitch. He pulls this one into right. That's in there. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, Dero, I think we got a case right now. This team, they're just feasting on a pitcher that he's given up some runs, and it looks like he's starting to get a little bit tired, leaving some of these pitches up in the zone.
Yeah, and I think there's a fight at the bat rack right now. Guys are licking their chops, knowing he's a little bit tired, going to leave stuff over the middle of the plate. Won't be surprised to see the bullpen get going.
Standing in now, Brandon Drury. Fastball in the dirt, and that's going to get away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Runner at second here with one man out. And even 1-1 count to Brandon Drury.
1-1.
rope to the second baseman. And the runner gets back. No double play.
The batter, number 9.
Ready for another chance? Danny Jansen. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. This year against right-handed pitching, Jansen is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Yeah, Matty, he's well aware of it. Runners in scoring position, that's where you need to be on your game. He's just expanded the zone entirely too much in these situations.
With 2 outs and a base open, I don't think he's going to see anything to hit in this at-bat. Not much reason for it.
In there, 2-1.
Love the pitch call there. 2-0. You know the guy's geared up for a fastball, and you drop a changeup in the zone. That's going to be a tough pitch to handle.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Galvis stands at second with 2 gone. A swing and a ground ball to third. And this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And that'll plate run number 6. It's now a 6-1 ball game.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
Stepping in for the Jays, Marcus Stroman, trying to keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single. He's set. Here it comes. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Hey, I don't mind you taking one right there. This pitcher's been struggling early. You got to make him work, see if he'll get in his zone. If he's willing to walk a few guys and then someone pops one over the fence, this game could get out of hand early.
Oh, 0-1. Here it comes. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
This is where you have to be really aggressive. 1-2 count on an American League pitcher that rarely bats. Go right after him.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Dodgers 1.
We're back now for the Dodgers' 3rd turn at bat, and unfortunately for them and their fans, this lineup hasn't really found its stride this season. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening. So he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, Heidi, thank you. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
The 1-0 is a sinker that dips below the zone for a ball.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Not very aggressive there as that's down the middle for strike one. Two and two.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity.
Ripped down the line. The 2-2 one more time. And another foul ball. Here now the 2-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike three. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So the bases are empty with one man gone. And in to hit next, it'll be the ever versatile Chris Taylor. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike one. One out, nobody on. Behind 0-2 now. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Low and away with that one. It's 1-2. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
Here's Corey Seager as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. The 1-0. Line down the left field line. But this is going to get foul. 2 out, nobody on. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Two balls and 2 strikes to Corey Seager. Here now the 2-2. Popped him up. Galvis over to his right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. So they go down without a whimper here. 3 innings complete. It's the Blue Jays 6 and the Dodgers 1. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first Heidi Watney is standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said they've done a nice job of keeping their swings inside the strike zone and not chasing after pitches they can't do much with. The numbers say their chase rate in this game is under 25%. And with a bunch of runs on the board right now, that could be a big reason why.
Thank you, Heidi. Rich Hill answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Here's Eric Sogard.
Leading off for the Blue Jays, the second baseman, Eric Sogard.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. And this is a called strike at the letters. Looked like ball 3, but make it 2-1 instead. And that's ball 3 now as it just misses below the zone. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Yeah, the guy's been on fire lately, hitting anything close. So I think this is the way to go here. Get the bat out of his hands any way that you can.
Ready for another shot now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Here comes the first pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
This is a tough spot here to turn 2 off this guy at the plate. One of the things you really have to make sure defensively to make sure you get at least 1 out. Don't try to turn that double play. If you get the sure out at second, take that. And if you get it at first, well, that's just an added bonus. But make sure you at least get 1 out in a spot like this.
And he lays off a fastball here that looked pretty good, but it's 2-0. Guerrero, a Canadian native. This is his first year at the big league level. Here he comes on 2-0. 3-0 now. Socrates Brito waits on deck. Sogard aboard here at first with nobody out. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. Striding in once again, Socrates Brito hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, pretty unlucky right there, Matty. Squared up a fastball nicely, and that's all you can do. You just want to be on time for the heater, and he's prepared for this next AB.
And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. One strike pitch is a fastball high, and that evens things at 1.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
So 1-1. Fouled off. The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That's a pretty good pitch right there. That fastball on the inner half of the plate. You can see that he just isn't able to get those arms extended, and pretty ugly swing right there.
Into the box, Justin Smoak, as he'll cut on and miss it. A good slider at the knees for strike one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. From the belt, kicks and deals, and it's fouled away. 6 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. And good take that time on a low breaking ball. 2-2 now.
Hey, I don't mind those pitches down below the zone trying to go for the strikeout right there. But you find yourself in a 2-2 count right here. Interested to see what he goes to.
The 2-2 down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time is laid off, and the count runs full.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Here's Randal Grichuk as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Hit back up the middle, fielded cleanly, and an underhanded throw is in time for out number 3. A couple of walks, but no damage. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Settling in now, Cody Bellinger. He popped out in his first trip.
The first baseman, Cody Bellinger.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
Here's Jock Peterson now. Liner in there for a base hit.
Dan, that can't bother you too much as a pitcher. Guy swinging first pitch.
Now, one of the things you want to do, D-Rose, you have to try to get ahead with the first pitch. You want to throw one of the first 2 pitches for strikes. Unfortunately, sometimes when you bring the ball in the strike zone, you're bound to give up some base hits, but hopefully he can minimize the damage here.
In now, Justin Turner. No balls and 1 strike. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. It's 1-2.
Hey, I'm a little shocked right there. Double play situation. He doesn't go with the sinker. He goes with the ordinary fastball in that situation.
Peterson stands at first with 1 out. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Classic slider down and away for the strikeout there. Not a whole lot to say about that pitch that hasn't been said a million times already. That's just a real tough pitch for a hitter to pick up out of a pitcher's hand, so they end up chasing when they're in protect mode.
Into the box now, Austin Barnes. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. 281 the average entering play. 14 homers and 42 runs batted in. Now the 1-0 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. Outside, 3-0 now.
He's been throwing strikes all day, so you're not up at the plate thinking he's going to walk you in this situation. You need to be aggressive and sit hard at the plate.
A runner on first with 2 away. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
The batter, number 9, second baseman, Daniel.
Now at the plate, Daniel Castro. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, and they take another single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball, 1-0. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is strike 2 swinging. 1 run on 3 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. Gets him looking up around the letters. Dodgers strand a couple. They trail 6-1. Digging in and looking for more, Freddie Galvis. His career batting line against Hill. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. We were expecting a pitcher's duel in this one, but it's turned into a bit of a lopsided contest so far. Maeda hasn't had his best stuff today.
Well, D-Row, this is a case of where it looks like the power pitcher's winning out this afternoon. Overpowering stuff from one side. On the other hand, a control pitcher that's having a rough go.
It goes to show you why everybody's so enamored with velocity. When you're a power guy, you can miss over the heart of the plate and you don't get that solid contact. As a finesse guy, if you're not spotting up, damage.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Brandon Drury is on deck. The 3-0 pitch is looked at for the first strike. Now the payoff pitch home. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And he'll have himself a leadoff single as this is through into left. So it's a ground ball single to left for him here. His second hit tonight. And there you see the Toronto leaderboard in that category as he currently ranks second best on the ball club. Ready once again, Brandon Drury. He's first pitch of the at-bat. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Now it's 2-0.
2 balls, no strikes.
Nobody out, runner on first. Too high, and it's 3-0.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
And he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
So coming to the plate, Danny Jansen. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First offering on its way. Ground ball foul down the left side. Galvis at second. Drury on at first with nobody out. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. Ready with the 1-1. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
Now the 2-1 pitch is a breaking ball that's taken for a ball.
Well, this has been a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a heater that he can do something with.
A shot down the first baseline. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. It's now 7-1.
Dan, that's a nice RBI base hit on a hard grounder down the first baseline. If the first baseman's holding him right there, it's probably a double play, but not the case.
No question about it, D-Roll. Sometimes it's a game of inches, and that ball hit were vacated with the first baseman. If he was holding on, that would probably have been one of those 3-6-3 double plays. Instead, it's down the line for a base hit.
Standing in now, Marcus Stroman. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Here comes the 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout, or are you still looking for the double play ball?
This is a great spot to be in as a pitcher. You have 2 strikes. You can bury one for a potential strikeout, and at worst, keep the ball down in the zone. You might be able to turn one pitch into an ending double play.
Slow roller down the third baseline. And indeed, he'll take only the out at first as the run comes in to score.
Now batting, second baseman, Eric Sogard.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Eric Sogard. It was a walk in his last trip. First pitch on its way.
Nope.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. Left side, but well foul.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
The 1-1 home is a fastball that misses. Now the 2-1 pitch. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him.
Well, as a leadoff man, the team looks for you to get on base any way you can. This isn't the preferred route, at least for him, but hey, they'll take it.
Into the box, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Now batting, left fielder, Socrates Brito.
Coming to the plate now, Socrates Brito. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way. Nope. And this is low, ball 1. One 0 count. Here it is. And he comes back with one in there for a high strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he took that pitch right there. That ain't plus 90s right there. That's mid to low 90s fastball in the honey hole. I'm surprised he didn't pull the trigger on that one.
The 1-1. Left side. Gloved by Turner. And he'll go the short way to retire the side. So 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 8 and the Dodgers 1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only 1 of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Number 60.
Thank you, Heidi.
Andrew Cole.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets them going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
Stepping in now, Kike Hernandez, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Here's the 0-1. Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball. A runner at first with no outs here. The 1-2. Oh, double play ball to second. 4, 6, 3, and they turn the double play.
Now batting, center fielder, Chris Taylor.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to bat will be the outfielder, Chris Taylor. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one's over for a high strike. 1-1. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Grichuk. And the inning is over. Dodgers go down quietly. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Caleb Ferguson gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Justin Smoak will be the first one to greet him, as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here.
First baseman, Justin Smoak.
First delivery to him on the way. And this one runs up high. Ball 1. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
3-0 now.
3-0 the count.
Rendell Grichuk is on deck. Three balls and a strike now to Smoak.
I got 3-1.
Snuck that high hardwood by him without a swing, but that's a pitch and location he can do a lot of damage with. Got to be careful doing that.
The 3-1 pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. He struck him out. The third time he's fanned in the game.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
In now, Rendell Grichuk. As with one away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And now some action in that Dodger bullpen as a left-hander has begun to get loose. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Just got the corner that time with a fastball. Strike 2. Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Blue Jays center fielder. Bases are empty, 1 man out. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball. He'll try it again, 3-2. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Now batting, shortstop, Freddie
Digging in, Freddie Galvis. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. First pitch on its way. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. The 1-0 home is taken, strike 1. The 1-1. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Into the box now, Brandon Drury. And he lays off there, 1-0. It was a walk in his last trip. The 1-0 misses, ball 2.
That's a good approach when you're facing a young arm you might not be too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got. Now he's got himself ahead in the count.
Now the 2-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1. Set. Here's the 3-1 into right field. That's a base hit. Throw won't get him, and that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, listen, as a pitcher, when you fall behind with 3 balls, you want to come in there and throw a strike, and sometimes you're going to give up a base hit.
Yeah, Danny, that's the name of the game from the offensive standpoint. Work yourself, count leverage, man. 2-0, 3-0, 3-1. Buy yourself that pot committed fastball and cheat.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Now the 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. Richard rounds the corner and is headed home. He comes across to score as they push their lead to 8 now.
Boy, talking about having a game tonight, that's his third RBI of the game with that base hit, Dero.
Yeah, he must be hungry because that's 3 ribeye steaks for the big boy right there. Just a nice approach all night and able to come through for the team.
Into the box, Marcus Stroman. He grounds it sharply to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Blue Jays forced to settle for just the one. Part of the order, 3, 4, and 5 coming up. The Jays are out in front, 9-1. Now to the plate, Corey Seager. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
This guy's cruising along, pitching well as we enter the middle innings of this one. Less than 60% of his first pitches have been for strikes. If he could clean that up a little bit, he could really roll into the later innings in this one.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And as you can see there, he currently sits third in the AL in that category. So here's the cleanup hitter, Cody Bellinger. He's popped out and struck out in his first 2 plate appearances. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1. 1-1 to the Dodgers first baseman. 1 out, nobody on. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Brito is in pursuit, and he makes the catch in the corner.
Now batting, the left fielder, Josh Peterson.
Coming to the plate now, Jock Peterson. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Line to the right side. And a little self-preservation down at first as he pulls that one in to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. They trail big. It's 9-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Eric Sogard. He'll be tasked with starting things as we begin the 7th. First pitch on its way. Just lucky to make contact on that one as it's chopped foul. And that misses 1-1. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. Set to deliver on 2-1. That's bounced foul. It's 2-2.
I always say hitting's a process of elimination at the plate. I think he could go ahead and eliminate changeup. 2 in a row back to back. I don't think there'll be a third.
As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. A ball and no strikes. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. The 1-0 is in there for strike one. And now a pitch on the way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And when you're already down by a bunch, this is where a guy's got to take some responsibility out there and at least start throwing some strikes.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. May have swung at ball 4 that time and a little late to boot. Full count now. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Payoff pitch one more time. Hard on the ground toward short. Seager is up with it, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Now batting.
All right, so let's turn to show track for a more in-depth look at that one. Good reaction, great range, and a nice backhanded stop, and the jump throw with a lot behind it all the way across the infield for the out. The numbers don't lie, and that was pretty spectacular. In now, Socrates Brito. As he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. And the fastball easy to lay off that time. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on.
Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays, but they still hold a commanding 9-1 lead.
So digging in now, Justin Turner. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, big time K last time up, and it's been a tough series for him so far. You can tell he's just not seeing the ball off this team. Let's see if he can make an adjustment right here.
Ball 1.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
That evens it up 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Sinks below the knees, taken for a ball. Hit in the air out to left. Brito arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batting, catcher, Austin Barnes.
1 gone now in the LA 7th, and the catcher Austin Barnes will dig into bat next. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
2 balls and a strike to count to Austin Barnes. Fly ball to straightaway left. Brito has a read on it. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Daniel Castro.
Striding in, Daniel Castro. He's 1 for 2 in this one. First delivery to him on the way. And boy, a high strike called there. That's not all that consistent, but it's strike 1.
This offense is going to have to find a way to get going. It's happened in the past. Every team goes through it where everyone seems to fall into a funk at the same time. Everyone needs to relax and not try and be the hero and just start getting the leadoff guy on.
The 0-2 home. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Dodgers down in order. They trail big. It's 9-1.
Oh no, no, you don't wanna push me too far. Stay low, low, baby, you was messing with a star. I know, no, I can say that.
And now the Toronto number 4 hitter, Justin Smoak. He'll have the first crack at it here as we start inning number 8. First pitch on its way. First pitch of the inning misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2. And that misses 2-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Well, that graphic there tells you all you need. 9-1 is our score as we draw ever nearer to the end of this one. Now at the plate, Rendell Grichuk. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1.
Well, this has been a lot of pitches for him out of the bullpen. As you can see there, they're asking a lot of him in this one. So I wouldn't be surprised if he gets a day off or 2 after this one.
1-0 pitch on the way. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Outside, 3-0 now. Here it comes. Taking all the way, and that's what you call a plausible strike there. It's 3-1 now. And And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one.
Now batting, the shortstop, Freddie.
Digging in, Freddie Galvis. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball laid off well below the knees. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Left it up in the zone, but it's a strike, 1-1. And this one runs a little too far in, ball 2. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Count even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Swing, and there it goes. He got all of that ball. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run. So a 2-run homer down the line in left. Home run number 15 for him thus far as the blowout continues.
I know I get big money for my expert analysis, but this is pretty simple. If you put a fastball up in the zone over the heart of the plate, this guy's going to turn it around in a heartbeat. This one was no shocker.
Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Scott Alexander comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
And batting in the 7th spot, number 75, Scott Alexander. Now catching and batting 9, number 55, Russell Martin.
Into the box now, Brandon Drury. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 0-1 pitch, and the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Still only 1 out in the inning. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
All even now, 2-2. Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Hernandez is there, 2 down.
Now batting, number 9.
Next is Danny Jansen. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 home. A swing and a shot hit down the corner.
But it bends just foul into the second deck.
The 1-2. Grounded to the right. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Blue Jays 11 and the Dodgers 1. Derek Law will come on now as he'll be appearing in his 45th game this year.
Number 64, Derek Law.
Into the box now, Russell Martin. And he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one. Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Behind 0-2 now.
No ball, 2 strikes.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. The Blue Jays are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. He was great all night long.
Yeah, he looked really dialed in from start to finish. This is the kind of outing you hope for every time you go out there. So I think he'll feel pretty good about the effort he put forth in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that misses, ball 1. Now some definite signs of life in that Toronto bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander begin to throw. 1 out, nobody on. One and 1 to the Dodgers leadoff man.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Takes this the other way to right. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
I know the score's out of hand right here, but I've never met a big league ball player that's going to give away an at-bat in any game ever. Nice piece of hitting right there, staying within yourself and grabbing you a knock.
Into the box, Chris Taylor, as he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike 1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a liner. Foul. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And a dive, but it rattles in and out of the glove. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
That's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D. Where you make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Stepping in now, Corey Seager, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Not providing much out of the 3-hole in this one. Hitless in 3 at-bats so far. Set and the 0-1. Misses. That's ball 1. Bullet back up the middle. Richard is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
That's one of
Now
those
batter,
tough luck outs
the
that'll
first
drive you
baseman,
crazy as a hitter.
Cody
He drove that fastball, but
Bellinger.
couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. The 0-1 pitch. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. The 2-2 is laid off of for ball number 3.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And he fouls this one off. And he misses ball 4.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
So striding in, Jock Peterson hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Fastball well outside. 2 out, bases loaded. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. He'll come home with it, and the recovery will be in time. He's out at the plate. And a costly decision to try for it there, as all of a sudden the inning is now over. At the plate, Derek Law, and he might get a chance to hit for himself.
The pitcher, number 64, Derek Law.
First offering on its way. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. That missed. Close. It's ball 2.
No strikes.
A great case of a manager sticking up for his pitcher right there and giving that umpire an earful. He didn't get that pitch called the way he wanted it to, but the manager's planting a seed in that umpire's mind to try to expand the strike zone so some of those borderline pitches start to go his pitcher's way.
To 2-2 now.
Hey, that's just a great pitch right there. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, right under the knee. It's interesting. I was a low ball hitter, so you could take the strike zone and go to the ground with it. I can live with that being called a strike. What I can't live with is above the belt getting popped.
Grounded back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, dealer in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
Here's the first pitch to him. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 is taken high, but for a called strike 3.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Standing in now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1. Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. Hernandez is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
The batter, the left fielder, Socrates Brito.
Now at the plate, Socrates Brito. Lifetime versus this arm. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. First pitch of the at-bat. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. 2 out with the man at first. Cue shot here out towards short. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. Toronto leads this one 11-1. Now in the box, Jock Peterson starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Fouled away. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. Justin Turner is on deck. Now the 3-2 pitch. Line drive to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases.
You always want to start an inning off with a bang, and I'd say this qualifies. He gets a fastball and doesn't try to do too much with it. Goes with it to the opposite field towards the gap and picks up the leadoff double.
Into the box now, Justin Turner. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. To 1-2 now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
The 2-2. High in the air out towards shallow right. Drury is under it, makes the play, 1 away. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Up next for the Dodgers, the pitcher, Scott.
A.J. Pollock will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with 1 away.
A.J. Pollock.
And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1. But facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Pollock is a batting line residing in the 230s.
He'd be the first to tell you he's not happy with his batting average this season, but he can beat you in a variety of different ways, and he has to because he wouldn't be here otherwise.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
Now a swing and a fly ball, but this will land untouched. 1 out and a runner on second base. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Next up for Los Angeles, Daniel Castro. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there. Set to deliver the 0-1. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight. The Dodgers down to their final strike. And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
Well, you don't want to get caught. Look, tough pitch to lay off. Impressive that he did.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. In the dirt here. The tag, and he'll be called out. And that is going to do it for this ball game.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
11-1 at the end of this one. The Toronto Blue Jays put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Marcus Stroman picks up his team best 14th win in this one. Kenta Maeda permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Fans, our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Blue Jays, 11 runs, 12 hits, no errors. They left 10 men on base.